Hey guys, this week we are going to take a look at the greatest common factor, and we're also going to start factoring. Factoring our quadratics, figuring out what those zeros are. I know that might not make sense right now, but it'll make sense in a bit. Greatest common factor, hopefully you've already seen this before, but we're going to do a quick lesson run through on that just to get us ready for factoring. So greatest common factor, we're going to find the greatest common factor between two numbers. So you might see greatest common factor written as GCF. They mean the same thing. So the greatest common factor, or GCF, is the highest number that divides exactly into two or more numbers. And we'll look at an example here in a sec. And then let's take a look at what is a factor. So factors are numbers we can multiply together to get another number. What are the factors of 2 times 3 equals 6? Well, this is going to be a factor, 2 is going to be a factor, and 3 is going to be a factor. So 2 and 3 are factors. They're not the only factors. The other factors of 6 would be 1 and 6 are also factors. So let's take a look at an example. So it says, how many factors do the following numbers have? So 14. So we're trying to think of all the numbers that go into 14. Well, I know that 1 goes into 14. I know that 2 can go into 14. 3 does not, 4 does not, 5 does not, 6 doesn't, but 7 does. And then the last one is going to be 14. So these are all the numbers that go into 14. So 1 goes into 14, 2 goes into 14, 7 goes into 14, and 14 goes into 14. What about 30? Well, I know 1 goes into 30, 2 can go into 30, 3. We've got 5 can go into 30, 6 can go into 30, 10 can go into 30, 15 can go into 30, and 30 can go into 30. So how many factors do the following numbers have? Well, this one has 4 factors. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factors. And the last one's 7. Oh, I know 1 goes into 7. And 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 do not go in, but 7 goes into 7. So the easy ones are always 1 and the number itself. A little bit trickier ones are everything else in between. So this one has 2 factors. All right, and then the question down below is asking us, what is the GCF, the greatest common factor of 14 and 30? So you're looking for numbers. So 14 and 30, we want to find the highest number that they share. It looks like the highest number that they both share is going to be 2. So 2 is our GCF. What about the GCF of 7 and 30? Well, the GCF of 7 and 30, the biggest one that they have in common would be just 1. So 1 is our GCF. And the last one, 7 and 14, well, let's take a look. They do both share 1, but they also both share 7, if you notice right here. So 7 is our GCF. So 7 is our greatest common factor. Let's look at one more example, and that'll be it for greatest common factor. Again, find and list all the factors for the following numbers. So 12. Well, I know that 1 goes into there. I know that 2 goes into there. And 3 goes into 12. So does 4. 5 does not, but 6 does. 7 doesn't, 8 doesn't, 9 doesn't, 10 doesn't, 11, nope, last one, 12. What about 16? Oh, 16, 1 goes in there. 2 does. 3 does not, but 4 does. 4 does. And then we've got 8 and 16 itself. And then the last one for 20, we know 1, 2, let's see, 4, 5, 10, and 20. All right, what is the GCF, the greatest common factor of 12 and 16? All right, 12 and 16 right here. Looks like 2, oh no, 4, looks like 4. So 4 is our greatest common factor. So let's see, 4 is our GCF. Let's look at GCF of 12 and 20. So 12 and 20 are right here. 2 does. Looks like 4 again. 4 again. So 4 is our GCF. And then what is the GCF of 12, 16, and 20? So all 3 of them. What? All 3 of them. So 2 does, but it looks like 4 goes into all 3 of them. So 4, again, is our GCF. All right. If you have any questions about GCF, let me know, and then it'll make more sense in the next video why we're reviewing this. All right, I'll see you in a sec.